Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vandana Yadav, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Science, the Bhopal School of Social Sciences, and today we are going to study cleanliness and disposal of domestic waste. Now, what is waste? Waste, something which is rubbish, garbage or any unwanted or unuseless material which is thrown by ourselves is considered as waste. We just throw it, but we don't know the consequences of throwing it in the open. So waste management is the need of the hour. Now first we need to understand why and how this waste is being generated. So as you all are aware that increase in population, industrialization and urbanization is largely responsible for generation of solid waste, and the need of the hour is the solid waste management. Now what is solid waste management? Basically, solid waste management is associated with the control of generation, its storage, collection, transfer, transport and processing of this solid waste at a proper dumping ground. Now waste is generated and we just throw it away in bins and whatever thing we have available, but management requires some principles, some techniques, and before moving on to the solid waste management, we need to understand different types of waste. So let's categorize waste. So waste can be divided as solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste, animal byproduct, biodegradable waste, biomedical waste, bulky waste and business waste. So to sum up, these all waste are generated by the human being, by its household activities or different commercial activities. Now, as we are focusing on solid waste, so first we'll study in detail that what is solid waste and how we can characterize or we can classify solid waste. So solid waste are of two types. First is household waste and second is the commercial waste. As the name indicates, household waste by the household activities, and commercial means solid waste generated from our industries, institutions, hotels, markets, slaughterhouses. These are all commercial source of solid waste. Now, solid waste can be further characterized as household waste, which is also called as municipal solid waste. Then we have industrial waste, which is considered as hazardous waste, and then we have waste from hospital, which is biomedical waste, and it is also called infectious waste. Now household waste, we'll focus first on household waste. So in a particular house we have different items which are thrown as a trash in our bins. So first is your food waste. Food is sometimes thrown away. Then we have animal waste, like if we have pets in our house. Then third is recyclable. Recyclable, like we have papers, we have glass, we have plastics. These are recyclable. But we also use non-recyclable waste such as Tetra Packs we use for milk, thermocoals we use for our craft item, and many more are there. Some plastics are also non-recyclable. So then we have street sweeping, which causes another type of solid waste, and then last but not the least is the biomedical, which is expired medicines and used syringes, injections and all. And then we have hazardous waste, like we have used batteries, we have used bulbs, we have used tube lights. So they are all hazardous in nature and they all are generated by one or more household activity. Now, do you know that each of this waste has certain time limit of generation? As you can see in the table, I have prepared a list of some litters, or I can say waste, and its approximate time taken to degenerate. Like organic waste, which is our vegetables and our fruits, leftovers, food stuff, it takes a week or two to degenerate it. Then we have papers which take 10 to 30 days to get degenerate. Cotton clothes 2 to 5 months, wood take 10 to 15 years. Then we have tin, aluminium, metal items which take 100 to 500 years to degenerate because they undergo rusting process, which is a very slow process. And then we have plastic bags. Plastic bags, as you have studied in various articles, that if we dump plastic waste, they take 1 million years to get degrade in our environment or in water. And glass bottles, they are undetermined. They cannot be, their time of degeneration cannot be determined. So we need to act wisely to decompose them, to segregate them, and to minimize its effect in the environment. So let's have a technological option at a glance. So solid waste, as I already told you, is household managed system and a community managed system. And community means your institutions, your industries, your hotels, your slaughterhouses. So recyclable waste should be stored and safely and processed, and biodegradable waste should be stored separately. So that means, see, whenever you are at your home, you segregate your things, like your study material is at different place, your clothes is at different place. So similar criteria is applied for segregation of waste. So let's start with household waste, how we need to do it. So first step is segregation and door-to-door collection of waste. As most of the societies are today following that, households must be given 2 domestic bins, one time only, and they are motivated to segregate dry waste separately and wet waste separately, so that we can collect them separately and accordingly they can be stored or they can be recycled. So now you know that every waste generated may be hazardous either to human beings or to environment. So what we need to do is we need to study that to determine that this waste is harmful for human being and we need to act wisely. So to act wisely, what we have to do, first we need to segregate different types of waste like dry waste, wet waste, then we have biodegradable waste, we have non-biodegradable waste, and then if it is plastic, then we need to understand that plastic is it recyclable or it is non-recyclable. So if we separate it in this category, this becomes easy for the recycling or any NGO which is working on collection of waste. It becomes easier for them to process that particular type of waste, and that is also easy for that particular organization to process it. Now let's come to the effects of solid waste. What effect does solid waste have? First and the foremost important effect is health hazards. If solid waste was not collected and it was not allowed to accumulate, they may create unsanitary conditions which may lead to epidemic outbreaks. Many diseases like cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, plague, jaundice, gastrointestinal diseases may spread and cause loss to human beings if that solid waste is not collected or it not dumped at a particular place. Now, in addition, I can also tell you that improper handling of this solid waste is health hazard, and mostly to the small children. They play outside and they come direct contact with this hazard and they easily catch diseases like diarrhea and all. So we need to act right now so that it does not affect the health of the human beings. Second environmental hazard created by this solid waste is if solid waste are not treated properly, their decomposition, their decay may take place in the environment and it becomes the breeding site for mosquitoes and all. The organic and solid waste during decomposition, they may generate some obnoxious odors or they may generate some byproducts which are harmful for our environment and may create a certain type of pollution. So we need to act wisely while dumping a particular waste, which is especially our household waste. Similarly, industries also should focus on the type of waste they are generating, and they should not dump their waste in the water streams or in the open. Hospital waste is very harmful for the human beings, hence it should be properly carried out by the hospital management, and the dumping ground should be away from the societies. So what we can conclude is that waste management is need of the hour, and for that we need to follow 4R concept, that is refuse, reuse, recycle and reduce. If we follow these 4 R's, then that means we are working towards cleaning our environment, we are working towards cleaning our society, and that will be create a very good impact on our climate. So thus waste management is the need of the hour, and every human being should focus on segregation, collection and proper dumping of the household waste. So plastics, we should avoid plastic because certain plastics are non-recyclable in nature. So today we discussed disposal of household waste. I hope you would have clear understanding about the solid waste management after this lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss this in more detail with focus on liquid and gaseous waste. Till then, keep watching. Thank you.